What's the difference between a REIT, a property ETF, and a REIT ETF? Well, that's what we're talking about on this video. Well, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We talk about everything money from a South African perspective. I'm Yolanda, I'm a wealth advisor, and it is my goal on this platform to give you easy, actionable tips, content, and strategies that you can use to manage your money well and to build generational wealth. So we spoke about REITs a couple of weeks ago, and if you click on the card above, you're going to go straight to that video where I really break down REITs to try and make you understand it, what it's about, what's the tax implications, the pros and cons, and we really break everything down for you in that video. So go and check it out. But in a nutshell, a REIT is a real estate investment trust that basically invests in high-end property, and they gain their income from the rental from this property, which by South African law, 75% of that rental income needs to go to the investors. So that's one of the big benefits. But check out that video for more details on a REIT. Then we spoke about property ETFs, and you can click on that video over there to check out all the details about property ETFs, so what your options are in South Africa as well. And in a nutshell, again, a property ETF is basically a fund that's tracking companies that's investing in property in various forms. And in our video, we tell you all about these, what are the possible funds that you could invest in and how you go about doing that. And in this video specifically, we're talking about property ETFs. So basically, a property ETF is a combination of an ETF and a REIT, and it functions in that way. If we look at a South African REIT, like One Invest Global REIT, that basically gives you the option of investing on an international platform in South African rands. So One Invest Global REIT, it's a feeder REIT, means that it in turn tracks iShares or invests in iShares Global REIT. iShares Global REIT is an overseas REIT that in turn tracks another REIT. All right, so you can see the various layers that involved. Everybody's tracking a certain type of company just to get that global exposure of international high-end property. So if you had invested in One Share Global maybe in mid-December 2019, a unit in that REIT would have cost you around 19 Rand 50 or so. It fluctuates. But since then, the REIT pays every 3 months. In December 2019, the REIT paid 2 Rand and 19 cents to investors. In March 2020, the REIT paid 1 Rand and 3 cents. Obviously, with the lockdowns worldwide, they paid 1 Rand 3 cents to investors. In July, the REIT paid 0.71 cents to investors. And in September 2020, the REIT paid 1 Rand and 19 cents. So over a 12-month period, if you had one share in this REIT, you would have gotten 5 Rand back. Now, with the price of one share in the REIT being around 19 Rand 50, you're getting just over 5 Rand back. That's a return of over 25%. So it's great for people that are looking for income. If you want regular income, REITs pay regular income because of the rentals that they collect. Another advantage of the REIT ETFs is the diversification. Instead of you investing in one fund or in one company, the REIT ETFs gives you global reach when it comes to just one fund, like the One Invest Global ETF. So it's very convenient as well. So instead of you going and searching, doing tons of research, you leave it to the portfolio manager who's specialized and who's qualified and licensed to work in this field, and let him do his picks. You also have the disadvantage of the return not being as high as it would if you were physically owning that piece of property. But like I said, high-end property anywhere in the world is going to cost you millions of dollars. And if you don't have millions of dollars, a REIT or a REIT ETF is a great way to get that global exposure to high-end property and get those rental returns. So if you're keen on investing in REITs, click the link down below. It's going to take you to one of the stock brokerages accounts in South Africa. You can look for that One Invest Global REIT. If you want a far greater variety of putting together a paper asset portfolio in property, click the link down below, reach out, and I can give you a hand. And if you found value in this video, hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel, and where you'll get up-to-date information about personal finance issues as it concerns you as a South African.